Ian, excuse me, Ian in the house. How you doing, man? It's good to have you on. Thank you for coming on. And yeah, I'm just excited. So I think that um yeah, we can get started. So I know there's going to be some more, people, they register, and there's usually more registrants than people that actually come through. And that's just normal. That's a part of the deal. You guys know, if you get ever done webinars, I've done them before in the past, and then now with what we're doing now, this is, this is normal, right? So starting new things, you got to build that. And so I really appreciate you guys being on with us tonight. I know we're going to be able to look at some really powerful things and hear from some awesome people that have some awesome things to share. And so we're going to get right into it. I'm letting, let's see, somebody just text me. They're trying to get in the room. I'll keep my eye out for that. But what we're going to do, typically what we're doing is we're having people that, inviting people to come and be a part of this. And then also specifically give an opportunity for people in the small businesses and in the community to also share what they do as a part of the webinar. I don't want it to just be about me and what I do, but I want to open it up so other people can share what they do as well. So what I've started out was this idea to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take 5 speakers to have 5 minutes to share what they do, right? And so that's what we're going with. And I think each time we do this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to give more opportunity, a bigger platform for other people to share. And so so that's what I want to do. And so tonight we have 2 individuals that are going to be sharing for a few minutes what they do with everyone on this call. And this is being recorded. This is, obviously you guys are the only ones on this call hearing this call, but later on we'll be able to do a replay. And of course there's that traction, right? There's that traffic as well. People will be able to hear about you and what you do, and also access to how they can get a hold of you. And so we have 2 individuals, Stephanie Thompson. She's over on the East Coast. Thank you, Stephanie, for jumping on with us tonight. She's in the financial space, as well as Ian Voigt. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, bro. Ian Voigt, awesome. All right, so he's in my local area. I got a chance to meet Ian as well, and we just chopped it up, and just really cool guy. Heard him speak before. I said, man, I got to have you on my next call. He's a branding guy. He has a branding agency, and I'll let him share what he does. I can't wait to hear what both of you have to share. And we just want to add value to this every single time, right? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. We're going to go ahead and also have, yeah. All right. So let me see in the chat. Somebody just put something in the chat here. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. Max in the house. I got a chance to meet you as well the other day, man. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for being here. So yeah, what we'll do is I'm going to have Stephanie go first to share what she does. Now, listen, I mentioned this off the call. Normally we do 5 minutes per person, but because we only have 2 speakers, you guys feel free to just share for 10 minutes, right? Take 10 minutes to share what you do to give value. And then we'll go from there. I do have a presentation. I'm going to share with you guys what we can, do now with all this technology that's out here and all that. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to share first. All right. So with that, Stephanie, take it away. Tell us about you and what you provide.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie, and I work along with Max. And we have a great big team of financial license professionals, and we are helping families throughout the United States learn about wealth, gain wealth, grow wealth without taxation. And so we're doing a lot of great things, and we're doing it in so many different ways. Max is going to take over from here and turning it over.
Perfect. Thank you, Stephanie. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Phil, thank you so much for having us. I'm super, super excited. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Max, and I'm a licensed financial coach. I work alongside with Stephanie as well. I'm currently licensed in about 25 states so far. But I'll give you a little bit of my journey, then we'll jump right in. Mr. Phil, do I have access to also share my screen as well? Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yep, sorry about that. So yeah, let me
All
give you
right.
access to so you can share real quick, and
Sure.
also even Ian, if you have anything you want to share on screen, that's cool, man. And like I said, 10 minutes for each of you guys, and go for it, man. So let me boom, there you go. All right.
Perfect,
Got it,
perfect. Thank
man.
you so much. So, as I mentioned, I'm a licensed financial coach, and I love what I do. But prior to doing what I do, I was always taught, man, you got to go to school so you can, get a good job, and then you can retire at 65, and then maybe one day you can live. And I did all that. And I realized that, I didn't get the results that I wanted, right? I went to school, I received my master's degree, and my dream job was to become a hospital administrator. And I had the opportunity to do so. But working in a hospital administrator, I was working in a cancer hospital, and I saw a lot of people not being able to afford their treatment. Right. When it comes to cancer treatment, super, super expensive. So I sat in my office and I said, you know what? I want to be able to help people, when it comes to finances, because guess what? Finances is the biggest thing, right? It's up there with food, it's up there with water. This is something that we need. So I entered the financial space. First, I dabbled into real estate, and I was able to purchase properties and things of that nature, but it wasn't fun, right? The reason why it wasn't fun was because I wanted to see other people do it with me as well. So in order for me to have gotten people to where I got to, I had to, of course, educate myself more about finances, and of course, them in finances as well. So what I'm going to do is pretty much share my screen, go over what I wanted to go over with you guys in order to build generational wealth, and how I was able to show individuals. Let me know if you can see my screen. You guys see
Yep,
it?
we got
I
you.
can,
I can
I
see
can
it.
see it.
Okay, perfect, perfect. What I realized, like, how much times have you gone to Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco? You see people over the age of 65 still working, right? And I realized it was something that was wrong. So I said, man, you know what? I want to be able to help people build generational wealth, because it doesn't make any sense. 401ks that, they offer in a regular job, right? People still can't retire. Been around since 1980. But the license that myself and Ms. Stephanie holds, we have the ability to help people retire and stay retired. We can help someone retire with $1 million, close to $1 million, and more than $1 million tax-free. We have the ability to help parents send their kids to school so they won't have to take out a student loan, right? Because the cost of college is up and up and up, right? We have the ability to help people create their own personal pension, because a lot of jobs are getting rid of pensions. I don't know if you saw, it was on social media. It was a guy who was in the trucking industry, and his job took away the pension after him working 30 plus years, right? So he couldn't retire the way that he wanted to. Also, we help individuals with creating wills and living trusts. It's super, super important, right? Because probate, for many of you who do not know, is something that, is very big, because we may think, hey, we have houses, we have this, we have that. But if we don't have a will and a trust to pretty much delegate who it goes to, then guess what? Your family is going to court. Now your family got to figure it out and all these things. I had a client of mine one day who pretty much, her father passed away and he left the house behind. It was nothing in writing. And the brother said, hey, this house is now mine. She said, no, it's mine. She ended up taking him to court, and throughout the process spent $55,000. And guess what? She didn't even get the house. It went to the brother, right? So we teach people how to protect themselves before it happened. And the beauty about what it is that we do is we work with so many different companies, and all of our services are 100% complimentary. We don't charge anybody anything. We actually charge the companies that we work with. And what that do is actually create a win-win-win for everyone, a win for the companies. Why? Because we brought them a client that they would have never had without us. A win for the client. Why? Because now they have access to a team of financial experts 24/7 to help them get to their goals and dreams. And a win for the licensed professional like myself and Stephanie. Why? Because we have the ability to help speed up the whole generational wealth building process, right? And what we do is super, super important, because financial literacy is not taught to us in schools. right? It's something that, you know, we just had to figure out on our own. And I wanted to go in and kind of break the, because, you know, how much times have we gone on Facebook and all these social media platforms and, you know, we see the GoFundMe's, right? Not because someone passed away, but because someone is going through financial distress and, you know, they need help, right? So what it is that we do, we give people peace of mind. We're able to show people, you know, hey, you know, if you don't want to run out of money, you know, you need to sit with us so we can show you, and we put a plan in place to help protect, you know, your assets, right? If you want to grow your money, we help do that as well, right? If you own a business and guess what, you have employees, you know, not staying with your organization, we help with retention as well, right? So we do so many different things. We also do debt management, right? Because a lot of people have debt. So we work with, you know, different companies where we can consolidate it, right? So we do so many things, everything under the sun regarding finances. And, you know, like I said, I love what I do because I love helping people and we love helping people, you know, and like I said, generational wealth is something that a lot of people want to obtain. And we pretty much have the blueprint for that.
Excellent. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much, Max, for sharing powerful
Thank you.
stuff. And I think it's really important that people get access to this information that may not have it so that they can be able to take advantage of these things for wealth building and just being prepared. So real quick, how can people find out more about what you guys do? How can they reach you? How can they, and again, this is,
Sure.
yep. Yep.
For a great question. I think Stephanie actually put um, my calendar in the chat. So if someone wants to schedule a one-on-one, you know, with myself, please feel free to book an appointment. I'm more than happy to pretty much help you, whatever your journey, you know, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to purchase a home or if you're trying to, you know, retire with a substantial amount of money, if you never want to run out of money, you know, please feel free to reach out and we'll create a personalized plan for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, man.
No problem. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having
Mr.
me.
William, and thank you for having us.
Yes,
Yep.
you're very welcome. Please feel free if you guys are able to stay all the way through because we got some really awesome things. I got some stuff I'm gonna give away too as well. So really cool stuff. So listen, let's go ahead and jump right into our next speaker, which is Ian. Let me make sure I give you access to, I think you have access to share if you need to share your screen. But take it away, man.
Yep. No, I appreciate Phil. Thank you for the opportunity. I hope everybody, can you all hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, good. Yeah, so similarly, I want to just give you a little background about myself. And then I'll talk a little bit about Neighbor and then a few little branding insights and some things that I've learned over the years. And so I am what I call the epitome of walking in my father's footsteps. So my dad actually started in 1985, the year before I was born. He started designing with like the very first Apple computer, and so he is kind of I won't call him a pioneer because he never really branched outside of himself. It was kind of a solo thing that he wanted to do, but he was on the forefront of technology and design, and he was right there. So he jumped into the design field, and I grew up getting to watch him work for clients, do some pretty amazing things. One of the things that I get to kind of brag on him with my kids is he designed some lemon heads. Everybody know what lemon heads are? He designed some of the lemon head packages in the 90s. So he kind of made some ends, you know, good clients that he had over the years. So I got to see him do all kinds of odd, crazy things. The other one that I really enjoyed, he briefly worked on, I don't know what company it was for, but he worked on a partnership between Jurassic Park and like gummies, like the gummy bear type things. And so he, you know, just random things would come into the house, and I got to see all of these things happening, and it just gave me the itch. I actually ended up going to school for advertising, and then a friend pulled me over into the design department, and stark difference. Advertising was business, business, business. Design department was how to draw. And so I definitely gravitated towards the drawing side at that stage. and couldn't have been happier with that decision, because it definitely launched my career even way back then into what I do now. So that's a little bit about me. Jump into who Neighbor is. So Neighbor started about 6 years ago. I actually was let go from my job, and it was one of those pivotal moments of, what do I do? And so I grabbed the reins and I said, you know what, we're going to do this, and we're going to start with logos. And so very limited niche, very specific offering. And I got clients. They started coming in, and after I would do a logo for them, they would say, well, what do I do next? Can you do this for us? And so it turned into finding a client, doing one project, and then just building that relationship with them and continue on with them. And so now we are a full service agency, and that covers brand strategy. That's communication. So how you speak about your company, what you do, your services, all the offerings that you offer, not only to your customers or clients, but how do you speak about it internally? How do you get your employees to sign on to the brand that you have? So communications, obviously the visual identity, so the visual side of your brand. And then, as I mentioned before, you design a logo. What do you do with that afterwards? So we have kind of what we call brand support. So that is kind of a longer term engagement where we come in and we take a look at sales presentations, marketing materials. What are you doing on social media? Trade shows, events that you go to, full scale campaigns even. And so that brand support service kind of covers everything, if you will. And then we do web design and development. And obviously we help you with your social media, whether you want us to create ideas, create one campaign and kind of let that run. However you want to approach your social media strategy, we'll partner with you to kind of inform you, but also push you forward. Average length of our clients. So I've mentioned that we're 6 years old. Our average length is about 5 years. So when you work with us, we don't like to let you go, not in a controlling way, but in a way that we are partners. We want to see your success. We take your success as our success. So if we're not doing our jobs, obviously you're not going to be successful at that, and we want to make sure that you are. So we do our best to be transparent with you, to be your best cheerleader, your best partner, and really just stick with you throughout a long-term engagement. And so that average client relationship is about 5 years right now. Our team does have about 70 years, maybe over 70 years of experience in design and marketing and drawing, art, all these things. And so we bring kind of an eclectic perspective to the table whenever we work with you. We're artists and free thinkers at heart. And so when we come to the table, our ideas are spinning. And it doesn't matter what industry or what kind of company you have, we want to make something cool. And so we come prepared with ideas. We do our research. We want to know what is unique about your company, but what is unique about your industry as well. And so one of the things that I tell our clients is that we're industry agnostic. We don't really care what industry you work in. We don't really, I mean, we care about it, but we don't really hone in on a niche and call that our niche, right? So our company has worked with manufacturers, people or clients in higher education, small coffee shops. We kind of run the gamut of any kind of industry and any kind of business that you could think of. And for us, it's really, it's a challenge for us because we get to learn about you. We get to kind of go above and beyond and take that on as our own, so that we are presenting something that not only meets your needs, but meets the industry's needs as well. So we really try to dive in. So that's a little bit about Neighbor, who we are. I'm gonna hit send in the chat right there. That's our website. And then I dropped my email in there, so feel free to send me a message on that. And before I turn it back to Phil, just a few little nuggets and insights about branding. So first of all, think creatively. That seems like a no-brainer. That's kind of an obvious one. But here's the twist. We believe that everyone is creative. We believe that everyone has the idea. You know what you want to do. You know really how to execute it, but you don't always have the time or the resource to do that. And so that's how we partner with you. We bring those things to the table, but we take your idea and make it real and livable, which leads into my next kind of nugget: partner with somebody. Partner with a design partner. Philip has heard me say this before. Fiverr and friends, they are your worst enemy. So it is cheap, it is quick, it's good for you in those aspects, but it is not going to be long lasting, and it could potentially ruin your friendship. So err on the side of hiring somebody as opposed to working with a friend. Keep it simple and let the idea grow. Start out with the core concept. So as I mentioned about our business, we started out with logos. We're good at logos. We know how to design those. We can sell that. And we did. And then it grew. And so keep it simple and let that idea grow. The other thing with that is branding and marketing. And I believe this is kind of contrary to what you're going to see from a lot of other people. Branding and marketing is a long game. So take your time, be patient with it. Yes, we want immediate results, and you will see those immediate results. However, it is what you do after those results come in, right? So take those results, build on them, think creatively again. How do you capitalize on that? How do you take the audience that you just gained and do something new for them? We want to see new things coming through. I err on the side of taking your time and doing it right, as opposed to those 30-second videos every 2 hours, right? We don't want to do that much content. We want to make it right. We want to make it real. And we might want to make it effective for your business. Which then this kind of leads into another point: lean into the absurd. So today's world, you need to catch people's attention with something crazy. Now, think about your business and think about what crazy is in your industry, in your field, and however you approach your business. Think about what might be a little bit uncomfortable. And if you're not fully comfortable going all the way into it, take that step. Think about what you could do to really draw some attention and make your brand noticeable by leaning into some unconventional things, which then will give you visibility. We all want visibility. That is what marketing and branding is, right? We want to make our companies known. And so how do we do that? How do we get in front of people? How do we stay in front of people? It's all those things collectively, right? All the insights that I just shared. It is not one thing and it's going to get you success. Branding and marketing is all interconnected, and how you approach one aspect of it, whether it's your logo or something else, it connects to your social media feed. It connects to your campaigns. It connects to the email that you send to a prospective client. So everything's interconnected, and really, really, you have to think through, how do you want to say these things? And then two last things: most branding efforts begin and end with the logo and your website. And most people then just let it be. They think we've got a brand, right? Well, what about the email? What about your social media? What about that event that you go to? What about standing in the coffee shop line and somebody says, hey, what's your shirt, right? Those are all brand touch points. And you can decide how often you want to speak for your brand, but you also want to let your brand live for itself. So think beyond the logo and the website. And then the very last thing that I'll say is everything that you do is a branding choice. So the words that I've used tonight, it is a brand choice to make my company have a certain aesthetic, a certain way of language, a certain appeal to you all. So everything you do is a branding choice. Be conscious of how you're saying things, be conscious of how you present yourself, and use that stuff to gain that attention. So that's a little bit about Neighbor, a little bit about myself, a few little nuggets there. And then my contact is in the chat there. I would be happy to have any kind of conversation with you, whether you just want to bounce an idea off me, send me a message and we'll connect.
Awesome. Awesome, man. I love the value. Thank you so much, Ian, for sharing. Look, I know you guys are business people, right? And your time, I really appreciate your time for coming on and sharing this. I really do. So thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys check out Ian and what him and his team have to offer. Ian's a really awesome guy. I met him like not that long ago, and like we just really had great conversation. Good guy, good guy. So awesome. So with that, what I want to do real quick, let me know if you guys got some value out of what was just shared tonight already, right? Just literally just throw a thumbs up in the chat. Just let me know that you got some value. I know I did from both of you guys that shared. And so again, we're going to use this content as a replay. And then also those that spoke, I'll share access to you so you can chop it up, use it however you want for your purposes and stuff like that. But we're going to keep doing this every month and just creating value for small business owners. So awesome. So real quick, I want to show you guys something. So I don't know if you've seen the opening slide that I had when you guys came in to the room. But what it simply is, it's just, it just kind of shows, talk about branding, right? It just shows what we do and what we're offering as for this presentation. I don't know if you guys can see my screen here, but this is what's going to happen tonight. So we already had the different individuals share value. I'm going to share some things. I'm going to share how to use no-code AI tools to automate your appointments. You're going to learn tonight how to generate leads, how to follow up on leads fast, how to utilize technology like missed call text back for your business. And so we're going to dive into that. We probably won't go 90 minutes tonight. It just because we didn't have 5 different speakers, and that's okay. But what I want to do is bring the value to you. And the reason why I want to show you this slide is because there's a QR code there that goes to my group. And we're going to keep putting value in the group and just sharing tips and tools and tricks that help you as a small business owner to be able to market your business and brand better and stuff. And so I just want to welcome you guys to join that group as well, to be a part of that community. But also the QR code, you can utilize that QR code, but I wanted to show you that QR code because what we've done is, and that's not new technology, the QR code, but what we've done is we've created our own version of a QR code generator, and we made it into a dynamic generator where you can utilize it and create, just on the fly QR codes, especially for special events, special projects, special products, websites, and different things, your calendar, all kinds of things. And we created a special generating QR code generator for small business owners. And I want to offer it to you guys for free for just being on this call tonight. And so what I wanted to do, if you guys, there's a couple ways you can get access to it. You can either join my Facebook group, and then I'll offer it to you, and I'll just put the link in the Facebook group, or reach out to me and email me and say, yeah, I want to get that. Would anybody like to see how it works? All right, thumbs up. Okay. All right. So let me do this real quick. Let me stop share and I'll switch over and I'll show you guys how it works. And, again, it's not brand new technology, but it is extremely powerful. And it's nice to have it where you can just make it on the fly. And so I'll show you real quick what we have. So let's go here. and I'll share my screen real quick. And you guys, let me know if you can see my screen here. Can you see, change up the screen here? So there's a big QR code on the screen. All right, so this is our QR code generator. Now, we've baked it into our CRM and our system. I'll show you some of that later. But we also can make this a standalone link where you can just basically take the link and copy it to your browser and then, as a shortcut and utilize it. But basically, you would put in your website here. So you can put in, for example, actually, I think I gotta put the whole hyperlink in it. Let's see. There we go. All right, and so I put my website in there, and then I click generate QR code, and then it generates the QR code for that particular website. Or for example, Ian's website, or Max and Stephanie, the calendar that they use, we could easily pop that in here and then hit generate, and it creates that QR code on the fly. But then we also built in where you can also put a phone number, or put a phone number in along with a keyword, right? And then generate a code for that as well, right? So literally you can generate a QR code where somebody scans that code, and then they get it gets populated into their phone, where if they hit send, it's going to send that keyword to the number that you designated for that QR code, right? So let's say you had a text messaging campaign you're using, there's different text messaging tools that are out there. You could set up a campaign and then use that keyword, and then people scan that QR code, right? And then all they got to do is hit send, and it texts that number, and then they get into that campaign, right? So hope that makes sense. Y'all understand how that works? Okay, cool. So this generator, we just built this out. I want to give this away to you guys. I know there's other ones out there, but this is one I thought it was really cool. I thought it'd be value for you guys tonight. And so if you want access to it, you can definitely join my Facebook group, or you can email me, Philip at philip@willjamshub.com, and I'll shoot it over to you. I'll shoot the link over to you. But yeah, so with that, I want to give you a little bit more about who I am and what we're doing over at Sermo Suite. So real quick. So my name is Philip Williams. I've been in the digital marketing space for, I'd say, over 10 years. My background is music production, and I just really love technology. I love building things. I love creating things. I love marketing. My background is digital marketing, and I'm certified in copywriting and running Facebook ads and paid advertisement for small business owners. And so I have that background. But what I really realized is that I was getting asked by friends and family and clients to build out websites and create systems. And I said, you know what, how about us just create my own system? And lo and behold, I've been able to partner with developers and partner with people to actually build out a system and a suite of tools for small business owners. And so that really is the kind of the bed, or the foundation for what I'm going to be sharing to you guys of how we can utilize automation and AI to build out awesome systems to help you guys with your small business. So Sermo Suite is an easy to use centralized platform with modern tech for your business growth. And our team is here to help you throughout. Our company is Sermo Suite. The word Sermo simply is it comes from the Latin, which means conversation. And so our mission is to make your business the first choice to have a conversation with, right? That's our mission. We want to help you to be able to be in place and in front where it's easy for people to have a conversation with you. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to sales, when it comes to marketing and connecting, it all starts with the conversation, right? And so that's kind of, in a nutshell, that's the idea behind why we've branded the way we have. And we want to make conversations easy by utilizing our systems and our strategies, if you will. So Again, Summer Suite, it's a simple to use CRM that captures leads, the contact details, and automates emails, text messages, and voicemail communication. The reason why you guys got access, or how you guys got access to this call tonight, was through our system, through our communications. You're probably thinking, man, they made sure I didn't forget about this call, right? That's the beauty of the automation and the systems building out, that communication, so that way we have less no shows, right? We have, because you get busy, right? You get busy and you wanted to be there, but then you forget. Well, we have those things in place for the small business owners, so that way they can stay in constant communication with that person that has already leaned in and said, yes, I want to connect, right? So, so that's what we're all about. It's an all-in-one sales marketing platform built for small businesses like yourselves, to capture, nurture, and close leads. Real quick, what kind of businesses? I know so Ian, you shared, Stephanie and Max, you guys shared what you do, but out of everybody else, what type of business are you involved in? Whether it, be you have your own business or you work for a business, just in the chat, just drop a comment and let me know what industry, what type of business that you are in. All right, so Leandre Suarez, I work with Max. Awesome. Also do credit repair. Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's people in business, right? You have multiple hats, multiple skill sets and things like that. Absolutely. Drop it in the chat. Let me know what you guys do. And yeah, Ian, Stephanie, Max, if you guys got something else you got going, just drop it in there. I'd love to know more about what you guys do. And that'll help me too, as well as I share. Yeah, so credit repair, excellent. Yep. Real estate, yep, awesome. Yep. Anybody else? So we got credit repair, we got real estate, of course, branding, right? What else we got? Church office, yeah, yep. Excellent. Awesome. So yeah, so absolutely. So the reason why I want to ask that is because what I want to show you guys tonight is that every business needs access to this type of system, this service. Everybody needs this, whether it's working with us or anybody. At some point, you're gonna, especially within the next 5 years, you're gonna need to be able to utilize tools like this and systems like this more and more. It's gonna become more and more of a necessity. And so I think we're just barely scratching the surface of how important it is to utilize tools like this, whether it be CRMs. And again, CRMs are not a new thing, but if you look at the data, right now, as it sits, probably 95% of the small businesses that actually have a CRM aren't using it or not using it properly. And, and so right now it's just kind of just sitting. But here's the thing, moving forward is going to be very, very, very important that you start to utilize your systems and your tools, because whoever understands and tracks the data is the one that's going to win, right? Moving forward in the future, to be able to understand, to be able to track the data, track the leads, manage those leads, turn them into potential clients, that is the one that's going to win in this game moving forward. So what I want to do also, I just want to share a couple of things. So I want to share with you guys a story about a guy named Jason, right? Meet Jason. All right. So Jason, he's dressed up, man. He's ready to go. He's got a shirt and tie on. He's looking pretty fly. He's looking business like, but he's got a problem because he has an interview on Wednesday and he needs a haircut. So like, he's like, dude, I'm ready. I got to be ready for this interview. I prepared. I went out, got a new shirt, everything. He's like ready to go. So what he does is he calls his local barber, right? He calls Tom's barbershop to schedule an appointment to get this haircut. And meanwhile, Tom is in the barbershop. He's the owner, and he's currently with a client. Like, he's cutting a client's hair. He's focused. He's like, man, okay, this is a really important client. I appreciate all my clients, but this guy, I got to make sure I take care of this guy. I really appreciate him. He's faithful. He's always here. Like, and so then Jason calls while Tom is working on this haircut, like he's with his client, and Tom misses Jason's call. Anybody ever missed a call to their business? Right? It's not, we all have, right? It's not a trick question. We all have missed calls just like Tom. And now Tom is like, man, I'm frustrated because like nobody to answer the phone. I got to take care of this client, and I can't keep stopping to answer the phone. All right. So Jason is faced with a dilemma because he's got to get his haircut. Like, literally, like, he can't mess around. He's got to get his haircut. So he has two options. He can either option A, search for another barber, or option B, just don't get a haircut. Right? Option A, he can search for another barber, or B, just not get a haircut. Now, 9 times out of 10, what do you think that people, when they don't get an answer, what are they going to do? Right? What do you think that Jason is going to do within this scenario? Option A or option B? Just drop in the chat. What do you guys think? Max says option A. Okay. Anybody else? What do you think Jason is going to do? Leandre says A. Okay. Anybody else? What do you think? A or B? Is he going to search for another barber, or is he going to B, just not get a haircut at all? Stephanie says B. All right. Anybody else? All right. See, the truth here, the fact of the matter is, Jason's not going to do either of those in this scenario, right? Now, most people 9 times out of 10 are going to do A, right? Like Max and Leandre said, they're going to do A. They're going to find somebody else. They're going to do a Google search, and they're going to find somebody else to get this hair, because Jason is not messing around. He's got this business opportunity. He's got this job interview. He's got to be fresh, right? So he's not going to mess around. He's going to go to the next person that is available and ready to take him in so he can get this haircut, right? But in this scenario, something else is going to happen. Jason calls, nobody picks up, but there was automation in place that Tom was smart enough to understand the power and the leverage of having automation built into his company, into his systems, right? So using something like Sermo Suite, right, with the auto missed call text back, it kicked in and it sent a text message automatically to Jason, right? And so instead of Jason just hanging up and then going and calling somebody else, Jason gets a text message right away from Tom's Barbershop saying, hey there, this is Tom's Barbershop. Sorry we missed your call. How can we help? Understand the power of that, right? Because 9 times out of 10, and we understand, I mean, we can go and find the numbers, like literally people are going to go to the next person on Google search and they're going to call them and they'll be plugged in. And that scenario does not happen with Tom because right away there was a text message. And so it starts a conversation with Jason. So Jason receives a missed call text message automatically from Tom's Barbershop through the Sermo Suite account saying, hey there, this is Tom's Barbershop. Sorry we missed your call. How can we help? And then what happens next? Jason, he responds, right? He says, I would like to book an appointment. And then the system follows up and says, hey, we have 2 slots available, Monday, June 12th at 1 p.m. and Tuesday, June 13th at 2 p.m. is available, which is best, right? So now there's this conversation that's taking place while Tom is busy cutting hair, right? This whole thing is happening because ThermoSuite integrates with Tom's Barbershop Google Calendar. ThermoSuite, the account responds with Tom's actual availability, right? Stephanie says impressive. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, how many times do we miss opportunities because we weren't able to pick up the phone, or we weren't able to follow up with someone who leaned in and said, yes, I need help, or yes, can you guys help me, right? And so Jason chooses Monday for his haircut, right? And then the system then, because it's connected to Tom's calendar, it confirms that day. And because Jason is a previous customer and he's been working with Tom before, he has Jason's information, and that's all stored, and it sends Jason the confirmation email. Now, what if Tom's, his system didn't have that information? The AI can kick in and it'll actually ask for that information, and it'll say, it'll ask something like, hey, can we confirm your email address or your phone number, your name, things like that. And it'll populate that information in the system and then book that person, right? So we see that Tom was able to book a client, a $30 client, while he's working on the client, right? Literally, he didn't have to stop what he was doing to go and answer that call. That is the power and the leverage that you can have using AI and automation. I know you guys have heard about ChatGPT and the different tools that are out there, the free tools. Like, they're cool to play with and, utilize, and you can do some copywriting stuff, but nothing takes away from a real, genuine copywriter that understands, languaging and messaging, and understands how to craft a message that speaks to that individual better than a human being, right? Nobody can do, no tool can do that better than a human being. But what we have learned is that we can utilize AI and automation to help to speed up and simplify and streamline processes that allow for you to continue to do what you do, but do it better, do it faster, and where you're able to actually generate more income because you're working at a more efficient way. So hopefully that makes sense. So that's that scenario. So real quick, the main thing that we focus on is how to generate revenue through capturing leads. And there's some other pieces that I want to show you here. So the three main things that every business owner needs every single day is, number one, capturing leads, right? Like, how many of you could use some more leads, right? We all can. We can all use new people to keep the pipeline full, new people that we can serve at a high level, right? So capturing leads. Then number two, to nurture leads. A lot of times people miss this part, right? Everybody's talking about leads, but an essential piece to this when it comes to marketing, whether you're marketing digitally or marketing just old school, is the nurture piece, right? A lot of people miss this, and that's so important because nobody buys right away. Nobody makes an agreement right away. I've heard it said a confused mind says no all the time, right? So you have to be able to give context for who you are, what you have, and the value, and make sure you're presenting it to the right people that are interested in that. So that nurture process is very important. And then also, none of that matters if you're not closing, right? And we all want to close. We all need to close. I mean, hey, it speaks for itself, right? The more you close, the bigger that smile is going to be. The better Christmas is going to be for the kids, all of that. But you got to get the leads, you got to nurture, but then you got to close, right? So what we do is we help small businesses with all those three pieces, right? Because all those three pieces are what's essential to get the bag, and also to provide and serve your clients at a high level. Let me show an example of someone who utilized this type of technology. Joshua turned on the system in his bakery, and he captured 72 leads and generated over $3,000 in new business in his first 3 months from missed call text back, right? Powerful stuff, right? Let me show you a little bit more about what what we do.
The playbook for growing a local business online is simple. Capture new leads, conversationally convert those leads into sales, turn those customers into positive reviews, and then reactivate those customers into repeat buyers. And that's exactly what our platform does. In order to consistently generate new leads, you first need to be found. The quickest way to get search engines like Google to put your business at the top of search results is by having a steady flow of positive reviews. With our platform, you can show up in search and stand apart from your local competition by easily collecting new customer reviews through text. But getting found is only the beginning. Most consumers choose the first business that responds to them. So unless you start conversations with potential customers almost instantly, they'll go somewhere else. That's why we make starting conversations with website visitors as easy as clicking a button, connecting you instantly through text message so the conversation doesn't end when they leave your website. And we bring all your leads, no matter where they come from, into a single conversation stream that supports text, email, video messaging, Google Business Chats, and even Facebook and Instagram DMs, so you can respond faster and more efficiently than ever. When it comes to turning all those conversations into customers, we make collecting payments just another convenient part of the combo, so you get paid faster no matter how they prefer to pay. Next, you'll want to turn your new customers into happy reviews, which is a snap with our new review request quick actions. The more conversations and customers you generate, the easier it becomes to drive repeat business. We make reactivating contacts into customers as easy as, yup, you guessed it, the push of a button. With bulk actions, you can send out text and email campaigns to generate new sales whenever you have a new update, promotion, or story to tell. We make modern online marketing simple. Let's start growing your business today.
So there you have it. That's in a nutshell what we share with folks about what we do. A lot of times they'll say, well, what do you do? And I'll say, well, I'll tell you what, I can show you better. So I'll let them see that video or just share and nugget what we do real quick.
The playbook for growing a
here. There we go. So again, capturing leads, right? So where do you find leads, right? So there's a number of places that you can find leads. I don't know if you guys ever read Alex Hormozi or heard of Alex Hormozi. He's got the book out, 100 million leads. Excuse me, the first one was $100 million offer, and then he's got another one called $100 million leads, where he basically, in the new book, he really breaks it down what a lead is. And a lead actually can be anybody that you come in contact with to talk about what you do, right? Leads don't necessarily mean that they're the ones that's going to buy from you. It could be just you sharing with someone what you do, and then they taking that and sharing it with somebody else and referring that person to you for what you do. And so I like that idea, in that everybody is a lead, right? Everybody potentially is an opportunity to where you can share what you do with them, right? So you just never know who you run into, or you never know who knows somebody. And so just whether you're out and about in the grocery store and at a restaurant, or just connecting at different networking events, those are opportunities. But then also there are different outlets and different ways that we can collect leads and bring them into the system via whether it be Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, Google My Business, which I think they just changed the name of that to like My Google Profile. So there's some changing with that with Google, but that is definitely a great way to get leads in the local market, as well as web forms on your website, text messaging, like I showed you earlier, and then chat widgets, inbound phone calls, QR codes. I showed you that earlier. So really powerful ways to get leads. But then, you know, it's not just about getting leads. You need to be able to capture them and nurture them. And that's where we believe we're able to really shine and help with with small businesses to be able to capture those leads and nurture them, which goes to my next part, nurture those leads using Thermal Suite automations. Your lead can learn about your services and then receive an invitation to schedule a sales appointment, right? So that is the second piece to the puzzle. And then finally, we need to be able to close. And so we try to provide, don't try, we actually help small business owners. We have clients that are utilizing our systems to bring people from all over the place into their system to be nurtured, and then they have a sales opportunity to close them, right? So so what does it look like to turn on Thermal Suite in your business? Right. Well, here's another example of someone utilizing this type of technology in the real estate industry. I know somebody mentioned that they were in real estate. This gentleman, Jose, he turned on Thermal Suite in his real estate firm and generated 489 new leads in his first 30 days from using Thermal Suite, utilizing the systems and tools that we're able to provide. Here we have a number of additional features. I'm not going to go through all these. You guys have been so patient. I just want to share with you guys really quick. We have a ton of features and tools that are built inside of the suite for small business owners, right? So whether it be calendar, booking calendars, automation workflows, two-way text, email, phone calling systems, the IVR system, that's a new piece that we just rolled in, and then conversational AI, which I didn't add that to this presentation, but we have conversational AI. Ian, I think you got a chance to experience that. We were going back and forth, and I wasn't able to jump on, but my AI kicked in and it responded in context to your message. And so, but then I jumped in and I said, "Hey, bro, this is the real me," right? And so you can have control. You can control that as well. It doesn't just go off and just do its own thing. You are in full control with this system. So that's the many features. We have a lot more coming, but for a platform like this to be able to have all of these tools and all these systems, all of these features in one platform, you're looking at, if you were to go and utilize the stuff that's out there in the marketplace and pull it all together, you're probably looking at about $2,500 a month just to have all of this going. And so, we understand that, but we've tried to simplify that. And I want to show you a real life testimonial of someone who's utilizing our systems. And his name is James B. And I'll let him share with you his experience.
My name is James Bradford. I am the president of Core Integrity Financial. And we have been truly blessed by the services provided by Thermal Suite and the detail that Philip and then apply to our needs, and they have our goals as a focus. The service is beyond reproach. There hasn't been a time that I haven't reached out to them when I needed something, and they've gotten a response back to me very quickly, and they're very knowledgeable. I love the fact that in my business, lead generation is of the utmost importance, and their attentiveness to creating the ads, monitoring the ads for success, and making sure that we're getting the quality leads that's necessary for the success of my business, I can't say anymore. So if you're looking for lead generation, if you're looking for someone that's going to take care of you and provide you with the level of service as if your company was his own, Thermal Suite's the one.
Awesome. Thanks, James. So there you go. So that's real life example. Let me hit this real quick. Sorry about that, guys. So in a nutshell, I have you guys on here tonight. I really appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. And I wanted to just share a special offer to you guys. I know that we had about a handful, about 8 to 9 people on the call. And so what we have is a special offer. We're looking for founding partners to jump on and be a part of Thermal Suite. And so we have 3 spots that are available for those that check it out and they say, hey, man, I like the presentation. I really want to jump on tonight. Then we're making a special offer tonight for you guys. And so with the Thermal Suite Plus plan, what we're offering is unlimited sales appointment bookings, unlimited lead generation campaigns, unlimited website funnels and sales campaigns, unlimited text messaging and emails, and 24/7 lifetime support. We just threw everything at this thing, and all of that value, including setup fee. Normally, we would be charging $7,500 for all of this to be able to do this. But what we've been able to do is we've been able to streamline a lot of this, a lot of the systems and workflows as we've been testing it out and working with people like James, getting him results and getting others results in their business, in real life business, right? Where they're generating real leads and getting real customers, booking them and getting paid utilizing the software. We're not going to charge you that. We want to provide you with this value, but we want to give you a special offer. And so what we're offering tonight is the whole package, like the whole system, for $1,749 starting out, and then $749 a month, right? And so to sign up, for people to sign up, whether they sign up tonight, then you just go to thermalsuite.com/go and get access to the full system, right? So real quick, anybody have any questions about what I shared tonight? What did you think about it? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? Just let me know your thoughts on tonight. I really appreciate you guys.
I loved it.
Trying to figure out, was that your system that was responding to me in the text?
I'm sorry, which I missed.
So I was getting text messages from you or your system, and I was trying to figure out if it was your system that was sending me messages. Was it your system?
So yes and no. So there was some of that was my system, but then a lot of it I was able to just jump in, and I was able to the way I have the system set up is there is a timeout time, right? So if I don't jump in within 5 minutes, then the system will kick in and respond to that person that's reaching out. Because what the idea is, we don't want to lose the opportunity to have conversation. And so the system, it knows that if Philip doesn't respond in 5 minutes, we're going to respond back to this person and make sure that they get taken care of, right? So some of that, to answer your question, was the system, but then I jumped right in, and that was me. We were having a conversation. Yeah, awesome, excellent question.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I'm sorry, Max.
Yeah, no worries. Excellent presentation, and super cool. And one of my questions is how does it know what to text back, if that makes sense?
Excellent question, man. So we train the AI to be able to know what to text back, right? So we actually put in special prompts, right, that will say things like, to the AI will say, you are a digital marketing assistant, right? And your job is to make sure to provide excellent customer service to the clients and leads that come in through Thermal Suite, right? Something like that, right? We'll put in as a prompt, and then the AI says, okay, well, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to make sure that when people reach out to in the system, and we utilize ChatGPT, OpenAI, we utilize a lot of those platforms and integrate it and bake it into our tools, right? So you could easily go there, go to those different places and put prompts in and utilize those tools. We realize that not every business owner is tech savvy to be able to do that. So what we do is we provided a turnkey solution to be able to utilize the leverage and the power of OpenAI. And there's a lot of different platforms that are coming out where that business owner is able to use this turnkey solution that already knows the times that their office is open, already knows, you know, what phone numbers to contact to get customer service and, you know, get service for that business. Because we put all that stuff, that's a part of the setup fee, is we set everything up for that business. We plug in all those pieces, and that's really work that has to be done to make all that work. But once it's set, and it just runs very smoothly. So yeah, great question. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yep. Anybody else? What do you think about it? You know, did you like it? Not like it? I just let me know. I appreciate all the feedback. So awesome. Awesome. So look, let me show you something else that we're going to do. If there's nobody else has a comment, if you decide to go with this and jump in and utilize the system for your business, we're prepared to get you onboarded, get you trained, get you show you how to start to utilizing the system and implementing it. But we realize that there's going to need to be some if hand holding, if you will, for people, because you got this new tool, you need to know how to use it. There's this investment. So we realized that it was important for us to provide some group onboarding calls, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to provide an hour group training on the system every week for people that come in and, you know, want to learn how to utilize the system, how to integrate it, how to get it going, how to train their employees on how to utilize the systems and tools. And so we're going to provide that, as well as 24/7 live chat setup as well, so that you can always have access to our 24/7 live chat for technical support. If you have questions on how to utilize the system, there's a support ticket system with real human beings that are there to help you answer real questions and get real solutions for you and your team, your business, as well as there's training videos and how-to videos and a knowledge base. So you always can, at a finger, you know, at a touch, at a what do you call it? At the tip of your fingers, you can always go and search out what you need to know about the system. At the touch of a button, that's what I was trying to say. Also, there's Zoom support as well. So if it goes deeper where you need to have more of a context or tech support, we can always get somebody from our team to jump on with you and do a Zoom call to get the issue figured out or to get something set up for you. So we value that at $497, right? So to be able to do that, normally, you know, we do charge to have consultations with people as we're building out systems. That would be the value, right? So what we're going to do, because of you signing up today, we're going to just throw that in as a bonus to this whole package. And so you get both the system, you get the onboarding calls. Normally it would be, you're looking at $79.97. Tonight, only $17.49, and then $7.49 per month, right? So, you know, it don't stop there. We got some other things that are in store. I talked about the missed call text back workflow. We'll build that whole system out, customize it for your industry, for your business. And so that automation is also a bonus that we're able to put into the package. And then also review monitoring your replies, Google Chat, and a mobile app, so that way you can on the go be able to communicate with your potential leads, the clients, and we'll just include all that in this package for you guys tonight. So literally, you're looking at the whole system, looking at the group onboarding calls, you're looking at the missed call text back workflow that I demonstrated for you with Jason and Tom, and how that whole system, we're able to implement that system for you. And it's just for this price, guys. So yeah, so if you're interested, you want to sign up, go to sermosuite.com/go. And that's my presentation, guys. The more I share this with people, I get to meet new people and show them opportunity and show them how we can help them. And so I really value you guys' time. I thank you for getting on this call tonight. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll leave this on the screen. But I thank you guys for tuning in. thank you, Ian and Stephanie, for sharing this massive value. Max sharing massive value tonight. And Ian says, great stuff. Man, I thank you. We're going to do this again next month. And I want to have just more people with more value. And I'll probably do a demonstration, maybe even show you some other tools and stuff that are out there to help you. And at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, is we want to help people to build their business and build revenue and actually serve the marketplace. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in, and have a great night. Awesome. Thanks, Max. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.